I have this nightmare at London Heathrow Airport, and everything in the world seems to be going wrong.
Join me for a one-of-a-kind adventure on Virgin Atlantic's newest aircraft.
I'm flying in Virgin Atlantic upper class.
We'll check out the luxurious new upper-class suites, the first-class retreat suite, and even a lounge on board.
This is the unique social space.
But with tickets selling for nearly $10,000 one way, is it really worth it?
It's probably the best flight I've had in quite some time.
Get ready to experience the epitome of luxury and comfort in the skies as we fly with Virgin Atlantic upper class across the pond.
Well, yeah, this is fantastic.
Hello friends, welcome back to another flight review. It's a beautiful day in London, but I'm headed back home to Boston today. For the second time, I'm flying in Virgin Atlantic upper class. This is gonna be in their brand new product on the Airbus A330neo, and it's gonna be a really great time. We had so much fun flying upper class a couple years ago. I'm really looking forward to it. Now later on, I'm gonna show you how I saved 7,000 pounds on my flight today. It was a really great deal. But first, I'm gonna head over to check-in and get over to the upper class clubhouse. If you're flying upper class and you arrive by car, you can actually head over to a private check-in and drive you right up just for upper class. There's private security there, but unfortunately that's closed today, and I arrived by rental car, so I got dropped off here, but that's okay.
Upper class grants you access to fast-track security and no need to wait in a crowded terminal because we have access to the famous upper class clubhouse. You can grab some food quickly here or sit down and enjoy restaurant-style table service throughout the lounge. Pause the video now if you'd like to read the menus. I ordered a Diet Coke and some small plates, the duck bao buns and harissa roasted corn. I then spoiled my appetite with ice cream.
I definitely enjoyed my lunch. They've got some really tasty and creative options, so that was a lot of fun. I'm glad I saved my appetite for that. Didn't eat a ton though, because I want to save my appetite for the flight as well. Now, I want to show you some of the really unique options here in this lounge, because there's some really quirky features that no other lounge has. So let's take a little bit of a look around.
They used to have Pelotons over here, but no more. Last time I was here, I'd never taken a cruise before. Hard to believe we've actually done 4 since then. And I remember seeing this ship here and thinking how awesome it'd be to try it out. It's been a really awesome experience and something I'd highly recommend.
Be sure to head up these stairs where you can play shuffleboard, or if you keep going, you can even go outside.
The roof deck here is kind of a hidden gem. When I've been here before, it's the same thing. There's hardly anyone up here, so I definitely recommend checking it out, especially if you're in London on a beautiful day like today. It's really nice to be outside.
You've got to love these views with runways on both sides. The loos are also fantastic. Everyone gets their own private toilet, well stocked with fancy towels, soap, and lotion.
That was a really great visit to the lounge. I really enjoyed that, and now I'm excited to hop on the flight. So I have this recurring stress dream nightmare where I am always at London Heathrow Airport, always late for my flight, and everything in the world seems to be going wrong. So I got here a good 3 hours early today, and I don't regret it. Here we go, we're going London to Boston, Virgin Atlantic in the brand new upper class. Super excited for this one.
We enter through the loft, which we'll check out later on, and I always feel lucky when I get to turn left into business class. The seats are now in the modern 1-2-1 layout, and I'll be in seat 2 Golf with 2 first-class size retreat suites located in front of me, and we'll check those out later as well.
All right, well, welcome aboard the Airbus A330neo. It's actually my first time on one of these, and initial impressions, this is pretty awesome. So very stylish seat here, very comfortable, lots of room. So I'm looking forward to a great flight.
Neo aircraft is brand new, and we're going to be taking it over to Boston, Massachusetts this afternoon. It's a wonderful flight time, 6 hours 15 minutes, which is nice and fast. The wind is with us. Weather over in Boston is looking actually relatively similar to here in the United Kingdom at the moment. So 18 degrees centigrade at the moment.
This little cubby is big enough to hold a pair of shoes, and there's a universal power outlet with 3 USB plugs. Soon the safety video played and we were on our way.
Welcome to the sky on board the Virgin Atlantic brand new upper class. This is really awesome, really enjoying it so far. I pre-ordered my dinner, which was really cool, so if you actually book your flight more than 24 hours in advance, unlike last time, they'll send you an email to pre-order your dinner, and there's a really great selection to choose from. So I did go with one of the vegan options today, so that should be delicious. And no whiskey today, just sticking with the Diet Coke.
And here's the regular menu. As expected, there is considerable improvement from my last flight in Virgin's premium cabin. The flight attendants are amongst the best in the sky. They really make you feel like you're enjoying something special.
Well, you've got to love the salt and pepper shakers. And these will definitely be pinched from Virgin Atlantic as encouraged. Some really great options for the starter, which is definitely lacking on other airlines, United, and I went with the halibut. I just realized no hot towel service, which is kind of surprising.
I find that the Airbus Loos are some of the nicest in the sky, and this one has an extra large baby changing table, fancy lotion and soap, giant mirror to look at yourself, and even a foot pedal for the trash. Wi-Fi was £6 for an hour, or £19 for the whole flight, but I just used the free messaging and enjoyed otherwise being disconnected for a few hours. I love that they provide a comfy mattress pad, and these doors definitely add quite a bit of privacy.
I did not save room for dessert, but the meal was excellent. I really enjoyed the main. The halibut appetizer was great too. So I'm going to put this seat in the best feature, which is the flatbed. All right, here we are in flatbed mode. Some of these footwells can be a little tight unless you're in the bulkhead, but I'm 6'1" and I got plenty of room down here, so really nice. Well, yeah, this is fantastic. Got a nice mattress pad, which is a great feature that you don't always get, and the duvet is really nice as well. So probably going to pass out for an hour or two and check in a little bit. I'm going to take advantage of the really great IFE selection here.
In addition to a great entertainment selection, you'll find individual air vents to keep you cool. And they even have full albums you can listen to as well. After Taylor put me to sleep for a bit, I thought we'd check out the cardboard goodie bag. It was full of all the usual stuff, but when I opened them, the lotion exploded right out of there.
So this is the unique social space on the Virgin Atlantic flight, and this one's a little bit different than the last one, but it's really cool. So snacks and refreshments here, sit down with a drink. Also probably a really good place to hang out if you have a queue for the bathroom.
I enjoyed a can of water and some crisps or chips or whatever you call them. I was really impressed by the design, and they even had more outlets in case you need to charge your phone. I wanted to order something from the small plates menu, so let's see how quickly they respond to the call bell.
Can I get a Coke Zero, please?
Sure.
Well, I'd say 13 seconds. Pretty good.
Sure.
Well, I got my appetite back, and I went ahead and ordered the chicken burger off the Anytime Dining menu, so that looks really good. Let's dig in. We've got about an hour and a half left on the flight.
I love that they collect donations at the end of the flight for a change for children. Look for the envelope around your headphones. And I finally got a hot towel. Now, am I doing this wrong? Let me know in the comments. The pre-landing candy means that this flight is almost over, but be sure to stay tuned as we check out the retreat suite before we leave.
Sadly, we are on final approach into Boston. I'm excited to be back home after 4 days, but not very excited for this flight to be over. It's probably the best flight I've had in quite some time. If you could do me a quick favor and just hit the like button, that would really help me out, help me grow the channel, help me do more videos like this, and I'd really appreciate it. And be sure to stay tuned to the end if you want to see how I saved over 7,000 pounds on this flight today.
These two retreat suites were an extra 300 pounds on today's flight, and this is basically a first class size seat in the business class cabin with a lot more space and even a bigger IFE screen. For this flight I paid 625 pounds and only 37,000 Amex points. In my free course Love Those Points, I'll show you how to win at the points game and step by step exactly how I booked this flight and others like it, so you too can have an upper class experience at a reasonable price.
We know you have a choice of airlines when you fly to Boston.
Thank you so much.
Captain Pete, myself and the crew, we thank you for choosing Virgin Atlantic.
Well, there we have it. That was Virgin Atlantic, the brand new upper class from London to Boston. That was a f***ing fantastic flight. I had a great time. A little sad to be off that plane, but I know I'll definitely be on it again soon. I'm gonna have to say that's probably the best flight I've had in a year and a half. So if you want to see that last flight, that was ANA The Room, the world's biggest business class seat. You can check out that video right here.